So the first thing you're going to want to do is going to go to TinkerCad, log in using Google, choose your email. This is an old design I made, a desk. I'm going to create a new design today. So this is the plane. Use this little cue to rotate your view and zoom in, zoom out. So first thing I'm going to do is choose a cylinder. This is going to be for the leg. So I drop it down and it's going 1 millimeter snap grid size. I'm going to play around with the size of it. Looks close enough to me. Yeah. So then I'm going to control D. That is how you make a new one. You probably know that. There's the second leg. Control D, third leg. And put it where I want. Control D, fourth leg. And now I'm going to take a look. Does it look like the desk's legs? Sure. Now my users didn't tell me anything about the color or whatever. So now these are tutorials that I've been using. So I recommend them as well. So now I'm going to put the box on top of the desk. So I'm going to choose a box and drop it in. Make it the size approximately that I like. Then I'm going to grab this black cone right there. And that's how I lift it up. And then take another look, okay, slide it in place. How is it? Resize it a little bit, make it invisible so I can see. Okay, looks good. Yep, it's on the legs. All right, next up now, my users told me that they want a little hole in the desk. So I'm going to choose the right shape. I'm going to choose a cone, drag my cone in, but it's at the bottom. So I'm going to grab that black cone again, drag it up. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it around. Now I am not great at flipping it around. There we go. Oops. Click on it. Ah, come on. Come on. Easy. Does it? Okay. Now it's flipped around. Take a look. I need to drag it into my desk. Okay. Now I'm going to need to resize it. Lower it again. I'll lower it using that black cone. Drag it in the middle of the desk. Now I click. This is important. This hole. Oops. Click the cone. Hole. Now I need to select the desk. The desk and the cone, and you can see it says two shapes. Click that group, bang. Now I have a hole. I check the top there. You can see a little goes all the way through the bottom. Now the next thing I'm going to do, and I heard this from users, is they want a spot to put stuff inside their desk. So I'm going to have to make a big hole in the front of the desk. Control D. So I'm going to resize it so this box is smaller than the desk. So when I make the hole, it's going to be like a regular school desk. It's going to have enough space to put your stuff. Now I had to play around with it because I'm not very good at it. Resizing it. I need to make it shorter. There we go. Drag it into the middle. Now I'm going to lift it up with that black cone again. Same thing. Okay. I'm going to click hole to collect the two. There we go. Two group. And now the hole. Take a look at it. Looks good. And the last thing I'm going to do, users said they wanted hooks. I'm going to use a scribble tool. Find that scribble tool because my name's John. I'm making a J-shaped hook. That one's not big enough. Undo. J-shaped hook. Done. Now this is lying on the bottom of the workspace. I'm going to resize it a little bit, not perfectly. Play around with it. It looks more like a hook to me. Take a look. Now I have to flip it around. I have a really hard time flipping it the right way, as you can see. Ugh. Fighting gravity. Okay, I'm going to lift it up using that black cone, get it right beside the desk. I'm going to play around with it a bunch more, and you'll see how kind of finicky it is if you're new at this. Okay, that's a start. Change the perspective. Better. Change the perspective. This one takes me forever. Sometimes you grab the wrong part of your object and it either gets thicker or shorter or taller, or you have to redo it. Click undo. Change the perspective again. Oh, that's the wrong way. Aha, now I got it. There we go. Now take a look. Now I drag it into the desk, but you can see it's probably too wide. Oh, that's not good. I need to make it less tall, and I need to bring the hook in closer to the desk. So that's a start. It sticks up at the top of the desk. Play around with it, play around with it, play around with it, play around with it. There we go. Take a look. Oops, too wide. There. Oh my gosh. Undo. Play around with it, play around with it, play around with it, play around with it. There we go. I want to make another one. Control D. Oh, didn't work. Undo. Control D. And there we go. I have a desk with a little spot for your hand sanitizer or whatever. Space inside, and the KPL tells us they're going to be able to print our design. So again, if you're struggling, use these YouTube tutorials. They're super helpful. I used a bunch just tonight. I recommend the Chill Beats as well. That's it. Good luck.